Welcome back, y'all, to another Jay-Z fishing video. Today's video, we're out on Jack's kayak here. This is a Pelican high drive 110, and the reason that I'm on it and not Jack's because Jack's in Washington DC doing some vacationing. I just got back from London, and this is my first time out on the water since that trip, and man, it feels good. Goal is halibut. We're at Oyster Point. You guys know where that is? It is. I'm not really spot burning because it's already a really popular spot. As you can maybe see, kind of not really because I'm about to hit this pole. There's a lot of other kayakers out there, a lot of other boats out there. So I'm a little bit late to the party, and it's only 6 a.m. So let's get out to the fishing spot, and I'll kind of explain to you guys more what we're doing, how we're doing it, and where the hell I've been for the past like 2.5 months. All right, y'all, so sorry I'm a little out of breath. I've never really done this before. This is like my first time pedal drive kayak fishing, so excuse me if I seem a little bit like awkward with things. I'm still trying to get the hang of it, plus I'm having to film, but I'll do my best. Bear with me, please. I'm heading out to I've been to Oyster Point once before on my boat, and we went directly to the right out of the marina. But today I want to go to the left and then move to the right. So I'm going to go starting at the left, and I'm going to troll all the way towards the right. And I'm doing this because I think this area of water could be productive. I've just never fished it before, so it's going to be a completely new experiment. Like I said, I am no expert. Any tips or tricks would be appreciated. When it comes to trolling for halibut on a kayak, this is completely new to me. So like I said, any tips and tricks would be helpful. I already know one of the things you guys are gonna flame me for is I don't have a rod holder yet. I know, it's kind of important. I'm gonna have to do everything by hand, which is not the end of the world. And I think it'll kind of be better for me, at least the first couple times, because I don't necessarily know what a bite is gonna look like. And so I know what one will feel like though. So if I'm holding it, I think it'll make that process easier. But there are some kayakers out here. They all look like they're together. I don't really want to intrude on whatever they're doing, so I'm gonna keep my distance, but I'm gonna kind of follow with them, you know, just in case I don't actually have anyone else with me. And I probably should have come out here with someone else, but I didn't. So just being around other people makes me feel safer, even if they're not necessarily part of my group, if that makes sense. From what I've heard, the kayak fishing community is pretty strong, so if someone's in trouble, anyone else is willing to help. But also, I am hot. I dress like I do any other fishing trip, and whoo, I'm already spicy. So we're gonna shed some layers here and hopefully get our lines in the water. All right, we are out at where I want to start fishing. I'll show you the rod and reel probably when I get back in, and I'll show you what the rig is when we get back in. But for right now, at least I can show you what we're using as bait and kind of the strap rig that we're using. It's kind of hard for me to show it on camera, which is why I want to show it when I get back. But if you want to see at the end of today's video what this rig is, I will show you absolutely. We're using green labeled frozen herring as bait. Honestly, right now? Oh my gosh. Oh, I had a fish. Okay, well, it didn't take very long. Wow. Well, I guess it's time to throw right back over that spot. Well, so I've been out here for about 35 minutes, and I really hope that GoPro didn't fuck me up, because I got a fish. I have two GoPros. I have one right here and one that I'm holding right now. And this one froze, and I don't think I got the fight on video, which if that's the case, I'd be really frustrated. We'll see. If not, we got a fish. We got one. It was over. I went over the spot that I lost the other one at, so I'm gonna do that again here in a minute. But it's about a 22.5-inch fish, barely legal. I think the smallest legal fish I've ever caught, but it's a fish. I was really scared about gaffing it, but I ended up doing it because I knew it was legal. And sure enough, one on deck. So let me get this fish all bled up, and then hopefully we'll get back out in the water. All right, y'all, so I'm trolling right now, as you can see, and I'm holding the rod, which is kind of, I actually think, been better for me than having it in a rod holder, because I think both of my bites have been pretty subtle. I found that going one way, at least for right now, based off what the tides are doing, has been more successful. So it's going towards Candlestick right now, has been the most successful for me on an incoming tide. We're almost at peak high tide, which I think is the prime fishing. Hopefully we can get at least one or two more. We'll see. Limit's 3. I'm really looking for limits. Never gotten a halibut limit before, so really hoping today's the day. But yeah, so halibut bite's been good though. That's a fish, it's a fish. It's a fish. Yeah. It's a fish, it's a fish. There we go. This feels like a halibut, you guys. Hopefully this is recording. Yeah, this one's recording. Awesome. This one feels bigger, you guys. I don't know actually if it feels heavier or if it's just running more. Could be a stripe or anything, I guess. Fighting like a big halibut. Yeah, this one's fighting like a big halibut. Whatever it is, massive takedown, so. Oh yeah. If this is not a stingray, this is something big. This thing just got real heavy real quick. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it's into now, but it's big. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I hope you guys can see this whole thing. Whatever this is, it's bigger than the last one. That's for sure. Okay. We're at. Oh, that does not want to show itself. Ah, all right. Oh, man, I really thought another had another halibut. All right, this is where I stopped filming because it got really windy as I started to head back towards shore. And I actually ended up using the wrong marina as my reference, visual reference point while I was on my kayak. So it ended up being almost a 11-mile kayak back to the harbor. It was really hard, it was really strenuous, and it took me almost 5 hours, which was horrible. My legs were absolutely burnt to a toast when I got back to shore. Definitely a mistake I'm not gonna make again, but overall a pretty good day of halibut fishing. And I hope soon here enough, maybe either this week or next, we're gonna get a good video from shore, hopefully getting a limit of halibut. So if you wanna see that, stay tuned and subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss that upload.